let's talk top 3 proof of work cryptos. Now, I'm not going to include Bitcoin because we know Bitcoin's the king of proof of work cryptos, but I'm going to look at the top 3 in terms of what I think can continue gaining and have a very, very good year. And we'll look at sort of some network statistics, and we'll compare the 3 in terms of what they offer. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins, and if you'd have done the same, if you'd have popped $100 into each of them when I released the videos about them, then sat on these coins for about a year and a half, in under that, well, 16 months, and under that time, in under a year and a half, you would have made from 100 into each over 123 grand in profit. You could have bought a house in under a year and a half. That's what this crypto market can do. Now, you don't have a year and a half to sit and hold. You have to get your cryptos bought and sorted in the next month, because these coins sooner or later are going to rip to the upside. And if you haven't got a portfolio, you're going to miss out on a ton of money this year. Now, if you head over to copymycrypto.com, you can, and pause this vid after I've done, you can read through it. That's the site I run where I share my entire portfolio with my members. On the site, you'll see what the profits my members have made. This is public record. You can verify it. This year is going to be no different. You can see the past successes. Copymycrypto.com is where I share my entire every coin I own. And when I add a new coin, I tell my members what coin and what price. When I sell, I tell my members what coin I'm selling and at what price. So my members get in on cryptos and out of cryptos at the exact same price. They make the same profit, but they don't have to do any work at all. And again, if you haven't got a portfolio, now is the time to get that done. And if you read through the site, you will see how much it can help you out. And maybe you should then try it out, because like I said, once these markets rip, they rip fast and you're going to have missed out. Right, let's talk top 3. Now, I'm going to start with Ethereum Classic. Now, Ethereum Classic, I've never been like the biggest fan of. I really haven't. They've had a number of issues in the past, particularly with attacks and stuff. Ethereum Classic is the original Ethereum blockchain before the enormous sort of hack that happened, where a ton of Ethereum was stolen. Now, since Ethereum transitioned to proof of stake, Ethereum Classic is now the Ethereum, the one that's mined, right? And miners headed over to Ethereum Classic when ETH transitioned. And the statistics aren't amazing for Ethereum Classic. If we take a look at the network hash rate, you can see it's pretty similar to what it's been for the last year or so. It's not like changed dramatically in any way. I mean, I suppose it was at 125 terahash. Now it's at like 174. So that's, to be fair, pretty good. It's like a 40% increase or whatever. So you can't knock that. The reason that this is part of the top 3, because I was considering Raven Coin within this, because I actually think, again, I think the network statistics for Raven Coin, also there's a downside to miner stat. It's harder to, there's a limit to like the time frame that they've got. But I considered Raven Coin because I saw a lot of miners shifting over to Raven Coin when the Ethereum move happened. Now, the reason that Ethereum Classic is in here is because I think there's a very good chance Ethereum Classic ends up with an ETF long term. There's a good chance that could happen, this year. Realistically, there are a few coins on the list that are going to be trying to get ETFs. And the coins that succeed are going to have that huge amount of money that's sitting in the traditional markets that can then flow into them. The upside potential from an ETF is huge. So an ETH Classic is definitely on the list of coins that could really have that. And if they do, this could actually run really well. Don't forget, Ethereum Classic did very well in the last bull cycle. It went from like $5 at one point when it was in, the bear cycle, and it hit an all-time high of $176. And there is a world where this can break into the 200 region very, very easily. That would put it a market cap of quite high, to be fair. It would be around about 25 billion or whatever, but it's possible. It's possible. So Ethereum Classic's third in my list. Second in my list is Flux. Now, Flux, I think, is a quality crypto. If you're unfamiliar with Flux, it is a excuse me. Again, it's another proof of work crypto, and it supports a decentralized computational network, and they are quite a strong example of DeepIn, a DeepIn project. They have a computational network of over 15,000 nodes, over 108,000 CPUs, over 288 terabytes of RAM. This is a very good network that actually WordPress are using right now. In the last bull cycle, it didn't exactly go to crazy highs or anything. I think its all-time high was around $4.17. There were points where it was at 2.5 cents. So in terms of gain, that's damn good. You're looking at well over 100x. But the announcement of their work with WordPress is a huge deal. Don't forget, WordPress accounts for such a huge percentage of the overall websites in existence, and the ones that are currently used today. In terms of hash rate as well, you can see that this has grown, well, not amazing, but it has grown, around about 25%, right? Not huge by any stretch of the imagination, but it is since February of 2024, it's been on an upward trajectory. Been a little bit of a pullback recently, but this positive uptick is a very good sign that since the beginning of this year, it's risen pretty damn well. So miners have come here since the beginning of the year and are sticking around. So again, good sign, along with the fact that they have got a partnership with WordPress, where they basically provide better hosting services than anyone else for WordPress. There's a really, really impressive selling point here. Another positive for Flux as well is in terms of centralized exchanges, it isn't on Coinbase, so it could get that Coinbase bounce as well. I actually think Flux is going to be a very big gainer in this bull cycle, and will probably be blasting well above previous all-time high. And if they add some stronger partnerships along with the Coinbase bounce, easily could run up to double digits. Easily. And the last one that I'm going to cover is Casper. Now, Casper, I've not spoken about tons on this channel, but Casper is a crypto that did outstandingly well during the bear cycle. It went from like 0.2 cents all the way up to now it's 15 cents. Absolutely blasted. Big gainer. And Casper, again, is a proof of work, implements a Ghost DAG protocol, which means that blocks are coexist, and that's how consensus is effectively reached. What Casper actually offers is, again, a potential, like a high potential for DeepIn, for this DeepIn narrative that has massively been taking over. It was in an all-time high very, very recently. It's probably got more highs to come. It's not that far from price discovery mode once again. When it hits price discovery mode, it's probably going to blast again. If we just take a quick look at the site. So as you can see, it's the fastest open source and decentralized, fully scalable layer 1. And obviously they've got the strength of the fact that it's proof of work, so security is incredible. We've not seen tons in terms of the like any sort of shift into D-pin or anything yet. I really do think that that's where this is probably going to go. There is a lot of potential here. There's a lot of potential here. But as of right now, they're just encouraging building and building and building and building. Make no mistake about it, this has already been an incredible gainer. It's probably going to keep going. The statistics, mining statistics-wise is unbelievable. It's like 300x in a year. Miners have flocked here because obviously it's been a massive gainer. So what do miners do? They want to chase the money. They're paying for a massive ass rig and all the electricity costs. They need to be profitable. And Casper has been absolutely outstanding. And as you can see, miners agree. They've been rushing to Casper in high amounts. A sort of 300x in terms of mining is bloody significant. And when we look at Casper's net growth, there's no reason this is not going to be a coin that runs up into $1 or more. Casper, by the way, still isn't on Binance or Coinbase. So if it does end up landing on there as well, could even blast way past $1. And even though it is one of the biggest, it's one of the biggest gainers in the past year, the sky for Casper is the limit. Especially if a big Binance or a Coinbase listing arises, because there's going to be a 4x bounce, 5x bounce. If you have two of them, that's like a 20x bounce, 25x bounce. So I think Casper's ridiculous. Like the level of growth, not only from price but from mining statistics alone, is so impressive. If you are interested in investing in proof of work coins, minus stat, while I'm not a huge fan of the charts, what they are very, very good at is telling you on the homepage what the biggest gainers, proof of work gainers in terms of mining have been over the past 7 days. So what you can start doing is going, miners have flopped here in the last 7 days. Let's keep an eye on this. And you can figure out if this, one of those coins, miners see something you don't. You can maybe get investigating into the coin early. It's a good little technique for your research. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. Obviously, there are tons of proof of work. These are my personal, the coins personally I think I've got the best shot of doing very, very well. But yeah, let me know yours in the comments down below. What are your top 3? And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in this bull cycle, just head over to copymycrypto.com. If you don't have a portfolio sorted, head over to copymycrypto.com. If your portfolio is full of trash, head over to copymycrypto.com. Have a look at what my members have earned. Have a look at the successes we've had. This is all public record. You can verify it. Copymycrypto.com is where I dive into the markets every day. When I find a coin that I'm going to add to my portfolio, I will tell my members what coin I'm adding and at what price. When I sell, I tell my members what coin I'm selling and at what price. This means my members make the exact same profit as me, and the added bonus there is there's no work for them at all. And when you go onto the site, read through it all. Watch the videos, see everything that's happened. And then maybe try the site out, because you haven't got long before this bull cycle kicks into full flow. And when it does, if you're not sorted out, you're going to miss out on a ton of money. And that sucks when you see that happen. So don't be that guy. Check out the site now, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.